Hi, my name is Heidi Blankenship, and I want to welcome you to my blog, Embellished Dreams. I'm very excited to be showing you my first video tutorial today. And what I'm going to be showing you today is how to create these fun little rolled roses made out of felt. And they make really great embellishments for all of your crafting projects. They're very quick and easy to do, and you just need a few supplies. The first thing that you would need is a personal die cutting and embossing system, and I used the Grand Calibur by Spellbinders Paper Arts. Now for today's video I already went ahead and pre-cut my piece of felt, but I used a die template from the classic Scalloped Circles large die template set, and that's S4-124. And this is die number 3 in that set. And as I said, I've already went ahead and cut my piece of felt, and this is what we'll be using to create the rose. The other supplies that we would need are a Copic marker, and that is optional. That's going to be up to you if you want to add some color to your rose to create a two-toned effect on your rose. Like I said, completely optional. You're going to need a scissors, and for our adhesive I'm using Fabri-Tac adhesive, and it's great for when you want to use material in your crafting projects and stuff and you don't want to be sewing. Fabri-Tac works great. It's very fast grabbing and a quick dry, and it's a permanent adhesive and it bonds very quickly, and that's from Beacon Adhesives. So that's what we're going to be using on the roses today. Okay, since I've already pre-cut this, the next thing that we need to do then is to go and cut this by hand. And to do this, just start on the outer edge of the scallop circle, and you're just going to go and cut in a spiral until you get to the center part of the circle. And you just keep going around. You want to make sure that you have nice smooth cut lines as you're going around, because the top part, this part down here that you're cutting, is going to become the top of your petal. So you don't want a jagged edge on that. You want it to be nice and smooth. And you're just going to continue cutting this all the way until you reach the center point. Okay. Now once you have all of that cut, this is what your scallop circle should look like. Okay. And after you have the scallop circle cut, then if you want to add some color, so you can have a two-tone colored rose, so I have a Copic marker, and it is RV02, and it's sugared almond pink. And like I said, this part is completely optional for you. Now to add the color, I like to use the chisel tip of the Copic marker, and you just simply color on and add your color by going over it. If you pull just very slightly, you don't want to pull too hard on the felt, but if you pull a little bit to make it kind of tight and stuff, then you can keep adding the Copic marker. It makes it a little bit easier than when it's just laying loose and flat. So you keep going all the way around, and it's up to you how much color you want to add. If you want to go all the way up to the top, halfway, I like to go up so the tip part of the rose is going to be white, and that would be along the scalloped edges of that. So you just continue with adding the color until you have the whole entire piece colored. And this is what you will be left with. Okay, once you have the coloring done, then we can start assembling the rose. Now to do that, you're just going to start with a little bit of the Fabri-Tac, and you're going to start on the outer edge on that first little scallop. And you just want to add a little bit of Fabri-Tac in there. And then you're going to kind of roll this or kind of pinch it in a little bit just to get it started. Okay. So it's just got a tiny little bit rolled on the end. That is the very center of your rose. Okay. And then all that you're going to do is come in along the cut edge and add some Fabri-Tac, and you're going to roll. And as you are rolling this, you will start to see the rose take shape. Like I said, these are very quick and easy to make. They're fun to add to your cards, your altered arch projects. They might be a little thick to add to a scrapbook layout, but if you had a scrapbook layout that maybe you were going to put in a shadow box or up on an easel for some home decor, then you would be able to add these on there too. Like I said, it's already starting to kind of take shape. So you can see that. It's a little tiny rosebud there. And you're just going to keep going with it. You want to make sure that you're lining up the bottom so the edges of it are nice and smooth along the bottom. See how the bottom is just really nice and flat. And you just keep rolling it. Now it's up to you how tightly you want to roll this. If you'd like a little bit looser look to your rose, then you're just gonna, you're not gonna roll it as tight when you're doing it. This one here is a little bit looser. And you're just gonna keep going with it. And you keep going up until you reach that center point, okay? Now once you reach the center and you have all of this glued in here, then you have this little bottom piece, and that's going to cover up the bottom of your rose. So you just come in and add a nice generous amount of your Fabri-Tac adhesive. And then you just cover up the bottom of your rose. So it's a nice and finished look on the bottom and also on the top. Okay? And it's nice and flat. You can use Fabri-Tac also to adhere this to your project and stuff. But there, in just a few minutes, you've created a nice, fun little embellishment for your projects. Very simple, quick and easy. And I have a couple of cards to show you. These have been on my blog before, but I just wanted to show them again. This is a card with 3 of the rolled felt roses on it. And the color's a little bit lighter on here, as you can see. It's the same white felt, but I just use a different colored Copic marker. And you can create different sizes of your roses. Here's another card that I created, and I edged the rose with stickles. So it has a red stickles going around the edges of the rose. And here's a couple more roses, just so you can see the different sizes that you can create. So like I said, with just a few products and stuff, you can create these beautiful little felt rolled roses. And they're very easy to make using Spellbinders products and some Beacon adhesive. And I also just wanted to let you know too that this coming Monday on March 14th, Stacy Karen, who's the president of Spellbinders Paper Arts, will be on HSN, on the Home Shopping Network. And she will be featuring some artwork using this particular technique, and she will be on during the 7 and 11 a.m. hours Eastern Standard Time. So if you would like to check your local guide for viewing and stuff, you'll be able to see some projects and some artwork using the same technique. And to see more projects using the dies from Spellbinders, you can go to spellbinderspaperarts.com. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial.